Today we are going to discuss about LASA, look alike and sound alike. We are all human beings, so mistake possible to anybody, to any in any profession. For example, the police catch a wrong person, and we used to see in the day-to-day life, the army man drop a bomb in a wrong place. Okay, even our home wife put 2 times salt in the preparations.
Yes.
So this are all happening.
Oh, sugar.
So in our profession, we should avoid the mistakes. So how to avoid the mistake? No need to break our head and just follow the instruction and the rules and regulations given by the organization. There are certain organizations, they derive the rules and regulations and the principles, certain procedures. World Health Organization, Ministry of Health, Joint Commission, United States of America, accreditation, Canadian accreditation. They made a frame structure of rules and regulations. We have to follow the rules and regulations to avoid the mistakes. So LASA, look alike, sound alike. We have some medicaments. They looks the appearance, physical appearance looks similar due to the color, size, and shape. We have here Lipitor, Norvasc, Neurontin, all look like the same physical appearance. So there are possibilities for the mistake. Similarly, here we have Hydrosec, Duspetalin, Dicetyl, looks similar but different pharmacological action, different indications. We are using all these medicaments. We have here a chart. It will help us to go through the LASA issues. Both sides we have. For example, why we have to discuss about LASA? There are hundreds and hundreds companies emerged, and they are releasing every day new products, thousands and thousands of products. These products, everyone want to remember the name of the product. For example, one person will bring Spasmomen, the other one Spasmozibaldin. The third company come and ask us to prescribe Spasmominol. So these are all giving a confusion to us. So we have to avoid the confusion. We have to follow some procedures, especially in the case of insulin. It's very dangerous. We have different kind of insulin in different color, and still we can expect in the market every day new products. So we have to concentrate on the LASA. So what we should do? We have to eliminate the LASA issues, or we have to minimize. How to minimize or how to eliminate? Just identify the problem. How to identify the problem? So please, everyone has to write incident report. The incident report is the only way to identify the problem. Then implementation. Then we have to discuss together. We have to discuss and what are the safety precautions to be taken to minimize the LASA issues. So how to avoid the problem? We can avoid the problem from these are the stages: procurement, storage, prescriptions, dispensing, administration, monitoring, information, patient education, evaluation. So first we start with procurement. Procurement means receiving the medicine. When we receive the medicines, we have to see the strength of the drug or the type of the drug. For example, say grub bandage, confirm bandage, gauze bandage. No need to put at one places. We have different kind of bandages, 2 inches, 3 inches, 4 inches, and those bandages different kind also. Confirm bandage, open over bandage. So if you put for our convenience at one place all the bandages, it will create a problem. So 2 inches in one corner, 4 inches in other corner, confirm bandage in one corner. For example, needles. For our convenience, we keep needle 21, 22, 23, 24 at one place, then there will be a problem. So we can separate it by distance. We can keep bandage, then needle, then bandage, then another needle. Like that we can arrange to avoid the problem. In the case of storage, we will keep a label in different color according to the pharmacological action. See, I have a label here.
Straight. Brian, sit down. Sit down.
We have different label here. Label of vitamins in yellow color, label Zocor, Isotine in blue color, because of this medicament used to lower the cholesterol level and antihypertensive action. And see here omeprazole acting on GIT in different color. Similarly here antibiotic in green color. Like according we can separate the drugs according to the pharmacological action, give different color so that we can identify the drug clearly in the store. Then we can write tall man letter on the label. See here, these are the confusing medicines. LASA controlled, sound alike. Alkaline nasal was. Alkaline in small letter, nasal in the capital letter. Similarly, Zyrtec and Xyloric. Zyrtec start with a small letter and capital letter, small letter and capital letter. So Tallman lettering will help us to recognize the drugs properly. And strength of the medicine, it highlight with different color. See here, Concord. We differentiate the 5 milligram with a different color. Here 10 milligram in different color. So by this way we can avoid the problems. Then prescription and dispensing. Here is the main problem. Why here the patient coming in between the prescription dispensing. Here in the case of storage and supply procurement, it is our problem. We can manage. If there is any defect here, we can arrange ourselves. We can solve the problem. But in this case, prescription and dispensing, in between the patients are coming. There is a problem. So here we have to concentrate well. What are the reasons? Bad handwriting. For example, I cannot. Nowadays we have 95% computer prescription, no problem at all. But sometimes we used to see the manual prescription. For example, we cannot recognize it is Brufen or Buscopan. So we ask the patient, Hajiya sunu mushkil, sunu maktub. She will ask sunu maktub, and we ask Chammumra. Suppose, for example, adult suppositories, adult syrup. We cannot see clearly. Suspension and suppositories. Chammumra, give both. So like that, we face problem. Sometimes we say it is Zyrtec or Xyloric. Go back to the doctor. They say, Taban, you go. Like this, we see answers. We are facing day to day such problems. So the handwriting. In the case of whatever we discuss now, it is suitable to the physicians and pharmacists also. When the pharmacists write a label, the label must be clear to understand the dose and time period of the medicament. Avoid abbreviation. Before 30 years or 20 years, whatever, when we were in the college, we took lot of effort to study what is SOS, what is HS, 3 times daily, BD, TDS. We took lot of time and effort to memorize all those things. So now what they are telling, no need of any abbreviations. Avoid abbreviations, no need of abbreviation. This is what I am not telling. The World Health Organization, Ministry of Health and Joint Commission of United States of America, they are telling no need of abbreviations. In olden days, we used to keep a secret between the pharmacist and the physician. We don't want to expose how many times or all the details. We don't want the patient to look on it. So we have a secret Latin words, Greek and Latin words. Nowadays, no need of such abbreviations. Avoid abbreviation. Concentrate on the strength. Sometimes we have a similar strength and different strength. For example, glucophage. Glucophage we have 500 milligram, long action, sustained action, and the normal one also. So sometimes the doctor writes the normal one, regular glucophage 500 milligram. Patient insists, I need sustained release. When the doctor writes sustained release, patient asks, no, my tablet is the regular one, not sustained release. Similarly, in the case of Clasid also, we face the same problem. Clasid XL and Clasid regular. Then concentration, different strength. For example, 5 milligram Concor, 10 milligram Concor, just till 5 milligram, just till 10 milligram, different strength. Then dose. Most of the time we face problem, look like problem. 2.5 and 7.5 ml looks the same. We cannot, so we ask the patient to go back. Patient get irritated, patient get angry. Then the physicians and the pharmacist should have an idea about the new arrival. For example, I have now dicetyl in the pharmacy, so we should know what is dicetyl. It is calcium channel blocker, as a spasmolytic agent used to relax the spaced muscles, smooth muscles. Hydrosec used as an anti-diarrheal agent. So what we do, we send information to the physicians by a circular that so and so medicine received and actions. We give leaflet to get an idea about the new arrival medicament. Then update the knowledge. Most of the time we see there will be confusion between the Imodium and the Motilium. Motilium is the anti-emetic agent, Imodium is the anti-diarrheal agent, so we get confusion. So we must update our knowledge and get confident on the medicament. Similarly, Celebrex and Cipralex have the problem to remember. The similar clinical use, Olfen we have in the form of injection, in the form of tablet. We have sustained release also, Olfen gel we have, Adol we have in different kind of Adol drops and suppository, suspension, syrup. Ventolin also we have in the form of solution, inhaler and syrup, tablet, in all kind of formulation. When you write Olfen tablet, maybe by mistake Olfen gel we dispense, or in the computer Olfen gel, patient asks, I asked the tablet to the doctor, not the gel. So we have to concentration on the formulation. Then how to solve the problem with the help of administration. Whenever there is medicine not available, many times you have informed to us. Sometimes most of the time we ourselves will inactivate. For example, say normal saline is not available. We inactivate normal saline, but when you are in the feeling that normal saline available and enter in the computer, you will get Normocol there. So this kind of problem. So in this case, what to do? We have to concentrate on the screen to avoid such a problem. Then Dr. Muhammad Ahmad, he came to us and he said there are so many problems, we have to solve the problems. Then what we did, Claritin syrup. When you want to write Claritin tablet, Claritin syrup appear. So he said introduce areas instead of clarity. So we changed the areas in the system. We solved most of the problem. Then similarly, he asked to change Adalat and Adal. Always, every day, not every day, once in a week we have a problem, Adalat and Adal. You want to write Adal and Adalat appear in the computer. So what we did, we remove Adalat, we write Nifidipin. Okay, so like that we solve the problem. And now in the last month we discussed and we decided to highlight the LASA in the computer. Now LASA is highlighted in the blue shade, and the dangerous medicine or high alert medicine like Kefargat, Librax, we made red shade, and the remaining active medicine all in yellow shade in the computer system. So it helps so much nowadays. Then monitoring is only by incident report and feedback. So I am requesting to everyone, please write more and more incident report. It help us to solve the problem. The only way is incident report to solve the problem. Then information, how I already mentioned that we can inform by circulars and giving a leaflet that about the new medicine arrival, or we can give a lecture or a group discussion. We can make, we can put a posters everywhere. What kind of poster I use in the pharmacy? Kids not allowed. You can say many times kids come. I studied 7 years and I have a stamp with me, rubber stamp. Kid come. I went to bathroom and come back. I saw kid play everywhere. Saideli stamp. So it is an issue. Similarly, kids take the scissor and cut here and there. This is also a kind of problem. Sometimes I prepare carbonative 20 liters. Kid put chocolate inside. Then all the 20 liters I have to throw. So like this, we can avoid the problem by avoiding the kids inside the pharmacy. Sometimes they put sticker here and there, put 5 milligram in 10 milligram.
Put chocolate on the carbonative?
No, I'm telling you, it may happen, may happen. Anything may happen.
With chocolate flavor, no problem. You will throw 20 liters.
Yes. Even small mistake patient go directly to Idara.
With chocolate flavor.
So then we say the mobile phone not allowed. Then we don't cut the strip. For example, after cutting the strip, we couldn't recognize it is Diawan or Codiawan. The 60 milligram or 160. So 80 milligram or 160. This all those kind of information given in the pharmacy in the form of posters. Don't keep your personal medicine on the table or somewhere here. But still, I find every day there are personal medicine on the table. But we are keep on informing to them, don't keep personal medicine. Suppose, for example, a patient is coming, you are giving to him L-Troxin, then the patient refuse, I have at home. So there is a sticker, in the sticker patient name available. The pharmacist or technician must remove the sticker immediately or change the label or change the envelope. Don't keep as it is. Sometimes what happens, another patient come, I will take the packet, I will not see the other side, I will put the sticker in the opposite side and dispense. The patient get confused, this medicine for whom? There is another person name. So we mentioned there, eliminate the stickers and eliminate the personal medicament near the dispensing area. Then finally, patient education. Patient used to come and ask, Anabi Habubu Tawil, Abiyat, Anabi Azrak. So like this, they ask, they must bring the strip, empty strip or empty bottle or cotton.